it says pull, dude.
One of my personal favorite villains is Darth Vader. He's one of the most menacing characters in the Star Wars universe, and his design alone is actually really good. Not to mention that his backstory is really good. Spoilers for those who don't know, Darth Vader is actually the fallen Jedi Master, Anakin Skywalker.
You are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
As much as I really love Vader, there's only one major problem with him. He appears in almost every single different type of Star Wars media. The canon material alone is basically like saying so and trying to go and find the One Piece. If you're a new fan who wants to get into Darth Vader without going through that tangle with Valor, there is an easy way. In 2019, Marvel Comics released a Darth Vader anthology series called Darth Vader Dark Visions. This series focuses on the perspective of minor characters who encounter Vader, and it's actually really good. For example, issue 1 is told by a boy whose entire planet is isolated from the actual war, so they don't even know there's a war going on, and Darth Vader crash lands there and he fights their god, who is basically a kaiju. For those who are curious who will win a fight, Vader or Godzilla, this is the comic for you. My personal favorite is issue 2, and I really love the color and the panel work here is really good. The story in this one has an Imperial crew destroying an entire rebel base, but accidentally letting one escape. The Imperial commander thinks that this is a failure just because they let one rebel escape, but everyone else is like, no, this is totally a victory. So he decides to kind of lie in his report. Later on, they get a message saying that Vader is on his way to capture the rebel that they supposedly captured. The commander has a flashback when he was a lieutenant and he saw what Vader does to failures. The rest of the comic has the commander trying to find that rebel scum and get him back before Vader, and it gets really crazy, and I recommend reading this one. As much as I really love this miniseries, one of its stories did create some big controversy when it was released back in the day. That one being the infamous issue 3. Tall, dark, and handsome. So why is this one very controversial? Well, because in the end of the comic, Vader kills a woman and calls her trash.
That's it?
I'm not even joking. Female Star Wars fans, well, not just female Star Wars fans, just females in general, are very angry about this. And honestly, this is very stupid because we're talking about Darth Vader. You know, the same guy who committed genocide when he was a Padawan.
They're dead. Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women. And the children, too. They're like animals, and I slaughtered them like animals.
Not to mention, who can forget about Order 66? But what about the woman? Did she really deserve to get killed by Darth Vader? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. In the comic, this woman is actually a nurse, and she has a huge crush on Darth Vader. Throughout this comic, we see that she fantasizes about being with Vader. Not only that, but she also collects some of Vader's dead cells. When Vader accidentally left his cape behind, she took it and began dancing with it. When her boss found out about this, he decided to take the cape and her collection and throw them to the trash compactor. She tries looking for her stuff, but unfortunately, she couldn't find it. Getting desperate, she breaks into Vader's room, and well, you know the rest. Honestly, it's really hard to defend the nurse as she is portrayed as a crazy fangirl, but even with the context, it's still Vader killing someone, which is a regular thing he does. While doing research for this video, I found out the original concept idea belonged to a guy named Chuck who got fired from Marvel, so he took his idea and just edited it a bit. For example, his version features a fanboy who's in love with Vader, but in the official comic, it's a fangirl. Also, don't feel bad for this guy. From what I can tell from my research, he's a pretty bad dude. With that being said, let me know what you guys think about this controversy in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time.